and I'm going to show you guys how to make me shepherd's pie. I know you guys were probably thinking I was going to make corned beef and cabbage, but I honestly do not think they eat that in Ireland for St. Patty's Day, just like people think that Taco Bell is authentic Mexican food. Okay, let's get this me shepherd's pie rolling. Okay, so first I'm going to show you what you need for the mashed potatoes. And you're going to need about 3 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes, that is. 2 cups of cheese, 1/3 cup heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 1 egg. Okay, so now I got me pot of gold. I don't know why I keep saying me. I think the leprechaun off on the Lucky Charms thing says that, but I don't know if he does. Okay, so anyways, I washed, peeled, and quartered my potatoes, and I covered them with water and put about a half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to bring it up to a boil and then drop it down to a simmer and let it simmer for like 15 or 20 minutes. And while those are boiling, I'm going to show you guys how to make the filling. Or show you what you need, I should say. Okay, so first you're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 medium onion diced, 1 pound bag frozen peas and carrots, 2 pounds 85% lean ground beef, 5 tablespoons all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon tomato paste, 1/4 cup heavy cream, 2 cups low sodium chicken broth, 2 teaspoons minced fresh thyme leaves, okay, and a couple splashes of the Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so I think our pot of gold is nice and ready here. Alright, so I'm going to drain that, but over here I just have, I warmed my 1/4 cup, or my 1/3 cup of heavy cream and my 2 tablespoons of butter. And so I'm going to drain this, and then I'll show you guys what to do next. Alright, so our gold is nice and drained, and now we're just going to pour in our warmed butter and heavy cream. Okay, and then we're going to add, of course, salt and pepper on the repeat. Okay, so we're going to add some salt and pepper and then mash them and then set them to the side, and I'm going to show you guys how to make the filling. Okay, so I'm just here getting them all nice and mashed. Okay, and I almost forgot the most precious part is the cheese. Okay, so we got to add the cheese in, and then we're just going to mix it around in there until it's melted, okay? Okay, now that our golds are nice and mashed. Oh, I also used aged white sharp cheddar cheese in case you were wondering, okay? So we're going to just set these to the side. We're not going to bother with them anymore. And we're going to go ahead and preheat our oven to 375, and let's start this filling. Okay, so first what you're going to do is turn your stove on to medium-high, and you're going to dump in your 2 tablespoons of butter, and once that gets nice and foamy, then we're going to dump in our meat. Okay, now that our butter's foaming, okay, we're going to dump in our onion, and just let this cook for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to dump in the meat. Okay, so now that our beautiful onion is nice and beautiful, I'm going to add in the meat. Now, traditionally, you would use ground lamb. Lamb, you think about that. Huh. I'm just kidding. You can use whatever. You can use whatever you want. Ground turkey meat, chicken, but I'm using beef. Oh, whoops, beef fell out. Okay, so you're just gonna. Oh, add salt and pepper. Don't forget. And then we're just gonna brown this for about 12 minutes. Okay, here it is. There's quite a bit of fat in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and drain it really quick. Alright, so she's all nice and drained. Now we're going to add the tomato paste. Oh, guess I should have. Okay, so I got my tomato paste, and now I'm dumping in the flour, and I'm going to let this cook for about 1 minute. Okay, so now that we got our flour and our tomato paste in there, we're going to add in our heavy cream and let this cook for about another minute. Okay, now we got the heavy cream in there, and we're going to add in our broth, and I'm just moving the meat to the side so I can scrape up this goodness that's all stuck at the bottom. That's good stuff. Okay, so you add your 2 cups of low sodium chicken broth, your thyme, if you have the time, okay, and a couple splashes of the stinking couple splashes, and then you're going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes. Okay, so here it is. It's nice and thick, but still saucy. Okay, so we're going to turn off the heat, and off the heat we're going to add our frozen peas and carrots. Okay, and we're just going to mix that around, and then we're going to pour it in our casserole dish. Okay, so we're pouring it, I'm pouring it in, me and my leprechaun friend, I'm pouring it in my casserole dish here, and well, now I'm going to show you guys a little notorious TIP with the mashed potatoes. Okay, so here's my little notorious TIP for the mashed potatoes. Oh, and also, if they are looking a little dry, just add some more warmed heavy cream. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to get some green food coloring, and I'm going to add some drops so we can have green mashed potatoes for St. Patty's Day. So instead of green beer, you got green potatoes. Okay, so just it won't change the taste or anything if you just put a few drops in there. Look at how cool. Okay, here's our green potatoes. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pipe them into this, or I'm going to put them into this gallon-sized plastic bag. Okay, here's our green potatoes. Now that you got your meat mixture nice and flat, so you're just going to pipe this around. Okay, and make sure you do good on the edges because you don't want it to kind of bubble over. Okay, so now that it's nice and smooth, what we're going to do is we're going to take our beaten egg, and we're just going to brush the tops here. Okay, so now that the top is nicely brushed, the egg's going to ensure that the mashed potatoes stay stiff and firm when they're being baked, okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to take a fork and make like little lines so it'll look like the fields of Ireland. So you can make any design that you want. I'm just going to do this. Okay, see, look. Oh, cool. You can do like a 4-leaf clover, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to pop this in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes until the sides are bubbling, and then we're going to dig in. Alright, here it is. I think I found my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay, see how it's nice and bubbling on the sides there? Beautiful. And I stuck it under the broiler for about 5 minutes so it got some nice crispy parts. Okay, so it's really hot right now, so I'm just going to cut it and put it on a plate and take a bite. Okay, time to take a bite. Now listen, if you guys don't like this recipe, then you can kiss my Blarney stone. Okay, I'm going to take a bite. This is